Hey, what's up? Callie Durbro here from Durbro Performance Training, and today I wanted to talk about goals, and specifically with regards to why you're not achieving your goals. Now, first off, I want to say that it's normal. And if you feel like you're struggling, and if you feel like you just are like, why can't I get my shit together? Why can't I figure this out? Why can't I get what I want or what I said I wanted? I want you to know that that's totally normal. We've all struggled with this. I've struggled with it. So many of our clients have struggled with it. And the bottom line is the reason we don't reach our goals so often is because we have not prepared. And today what I want to explain to you is there's a 4-part series that we usually go through as humans when it comes to our goals. And when we get through this entire phase, usually we only make it to phase 3, honestly. If we can get to phase 4, then that's when we hit our goals. But it's so common for phase 2 and 3 to derail us. So I want to get right into what those phases are, what they mean. You've probably experienced all of them. So here we go. Phase 1 is that time when you're super excited, when you have maybe joined a new gym, or maybe you've started a new diet or exercise plan or nutrition plan, or you're just like, hey, this is the time. Okay, now I'm going to do this. That's when it's all sunshine and rainbows and we love it and we're excited and this is going to be the thing that gets me where I want to get to. Now, usually what happens with this phase 1, we get so excited about the thing and we don't really make a plan. So more on that later, but we get super excited. Phase 1, we're gung-ho, we're killing it. Phase 1 can last, anywhere from 2 days to a month. That excitement depends on the time and the person and the thing. So phase 1, we're going along. Phase 2, boom. This is when things happen, okay? Life happens. This happens to everyone, okay? But now it comes down to what direction do you take when you hit phase 2. So phase 2 is like maybe something minor, like you got sick and you missed a couple days at the gym. Maybe it's something major, some major life thing, or a family event, or work stress, and these things that come up all the damn time. It could be, okay, maybe phase 2 lasts for a couple days or a couple weeks. For some people, phase 2 leads us into phase 3, which is the drift. Okay, so that's kind of what I was talking about before, where the drift, it could last 2 days. If you're like, oh, I was sick, missed a couple days at the gym, kind of feeling a little shitty, I'm right back to it. So your drift was short. For some, phases in our life, that drift might be a little bit longer. Maybe it's a week or 2 weeks. Maybe you had some deadlines at work. Maybe you had a family member you had to take some time to care for. And after those couple weeks, you're right back to it. For some, and in some phases, that drift can last months, weeks, years, forever. We never get back to it. Because what happens when we hit that drift in phase 3, we can go in a couple different directions. One, we can just let it continue. Or 2, we can go to getting right back to phase 1. Now, basically phase 1, we kind of don't really want to go all the way back to phase 1 because we want to have this where it's a routine. So say we're in a drift and we're like, okay, now I'm trying something new. That's back to phase 1. And then we often just repeat that cycle because we haven't made a plan. Where we want to fall, which is phase 4, is after that drift, whether it's a day or a week or a month. Phase 4 is that phase where it's just a habit, where it's accountability driven, where it's action driven, where, okay, I had my drift, I had my little pity party, I had my whatever I had to do, but I bounce back. Okay, so I say this to our clients all the time. How quick is your bounce back? That's what really, really dictates this. It's not about being perfect. It's not about being in phase 1 forever, because you won't be. It's unrealistic. It's about bouncing back from phase 3 to phase 4, which is that action accountability phase. And just as many times as you need to bounce back, just keep getting there, keep getting there. And what phase 4 is it's driven by those two things, accountability and action. Okay, so we can't wait till we're motivated. We have to take action to get motivated, because it's all energy based, right? It's just like anything. If we're waiting till that day we're motivated to go to the gym, it's going to be few and far between. I'm usually not motivated to go and work out. But what I am is I've built habits, and I look at the future because I know how much better I'm going to feel. And that for me outweighs that short term in the moment where I'm like, I don't want to fucking do this. So it's that action driven. Action breeds inspiration. It breeds motivation. It breeds habit. And the second thing is accountability. When we are only accountable to ourselves, it's very easy to break those promises. When I'm accountable to someone else, when I go somewhere else to work out, when our clients come to us to work out, we have a sign on our door that says, just show up, we'll take care of the rest, which is exactly what it is. You just have to take that little bit of action to walk in that door, and we got you. If we're trying to do that on our own, if we have to drive there, walk in the door, figure out what we're going to do for a workout, navigate a commercial gym where there's other people, maybe they're like, in the way or whatever, we're trying to do a circuit and you're like, I don't know where to put my stuff and where to set up. These seem like little things, but compounded, it's big stuff, and it leads to resistance. So where can we minimize the resistance and show up and have that accountability where someone else is trying to push us to do the thing? Where if we're trying to get ourselves to do the thing, every single time, it's not happening. Okay. So lessons, big takeaways from this video today. 1, how quick is your bounce back? How quickly can you get yourself out of phase 3, AKA the drift? And 2, do you have somewhere or someone or some program where you have accountability and you have some way to continue the action without just trying to rely on yourself every single day, trying to stay motivated, and then feeling like crap about yourself when you wonder why I'm not motivated? Well, the reality is, like, most people are not motivated. It's not a matter of motivation. It's a matter of structure. It's a matter of accountability. It's a matter of looking to the future and knowing what you're going to do is going to pay off. Because if you're relying on like how I feel in this moment, you're a human being. You're probably tired. You're probably going to think of excuses. You probably don't want to do it. We all have it. So if you can look ahead and go like, okay, this is going to help me have more energy, have more confidence, show up for myself, show up better at work, show up for my family, be a better leader, whatever it is. Those are the things that help drive those habits. It's not in those day-to-day split second decisions about whether we do or don't want to go to the gym. So that's all I've got for you today. I'm going to be back next week. I'm going to talk more about goals, specifically how to set them so that we hit them. So today was laying the foundation and the groundwork for why this stuff all happens. All right, I'll see you next week.